Most people believe that feelings create body language. That confidence makes someone stand tall. That sadness makes someone slouch. That happiness produces a smile. And that is true. But it is only half the story. Because science has now established something that most people were never told, and once it is understood, it changes the way the brain and body are seen forever. The relationship between body and brain does not run in one direction. It runs in both. The body does not just express what the brain feels. The body tells the brain what to feel, and the brain, remarkably, listens. Scientists call this framework embodied cognition. For a long time, the brain was treated as the command center, sitting at the top of the body, running everything, receiving information and sending instructions downward. The body was seen as the vehicle. The brain was the driver. Embodied cognition research overturned that model. The brain and body are not in a one-way relationship. They are in a continuous two-way conversation, happening every second, beneath conscious awareness. The body sends signals upward constantly, through the nervous system, through the vagus nerve, through breathing patterns, through muscle tension, through posture, and the brain reads all of it and updates its emotional and cognitive state accordingly. The brain does not only create the body's state. The body continuously shapes the brain's state, and posture is one of the most powerful signals the body sends. Research has found something that should concern every student sitting at a desk right now. A slouched, collapsed, downward posture, head forward, shoulders rounded, chest closed, does not just look like low energy. It produces low energy inside the brain. In a study with 351 participants, those assigned to sit in a stooped posture recovered significantly more slowly from negative emotions than those who sat upright. They generated more negative thoughts spontaneously. And they recalled more negative memories when asked to think about their past. The posture was not responding to a bad mood. The posture was creating one. And when the brain is in a low-energy negative state triggered by collapsed posture, cognitive processing slows, decision-making weakens, and the ability to absorb new information drops. A student sitting, slouched at a desk, is not just sitting uncomfortably. They are sitting in a posture that is actively working against their ability to learn. The reverse has also been studied, and the findings are consistent. An upright, open posture, chest open, shoulders back, head level, sends a completely different signal to the brain. The nervous system interprets this posture as a state of safety, readiness, and capability. Breathing naturally deepens, which increases oxygen delivery to the prefrontal cortex. The vagus nerve carries signals upward that reduce the stress response and support calm, clear thinking. Research confirmed that upright posture improves subjective mood, increases feelings of confidence, and enhances cognitive processing speed. Studies with children specifically found that posture regulation improved mood states and academic test performance. The way a child sits during a lesson directly affects how well their brain processes and stores what is being taught. The same is true for every adult in every meeting, every class, every study session. In 2012, a Harvard psychologist named Amy Cuddy gave a TED Talk that became the second most watched TED Talk in history, over 55 million views. Her message was this: hold an expansive, powerful body posture for 2 minutes and it will chemically change the body, testosterone up, cortisol down, confidence measurably increased. The world responded. People struck power poses in bathroom stalls before job interviews. Then the science community attempted to replicate the study. The hormonal findings did not hold. Multiple independent research teams, including one of Cuddy's own co-authors, were unable to reproduce the results. So here is the honest version. The hormone claims, not reliable, not worth teaching. The psychological and mood effects of posture, proven, consistent, real, supported by dozens of independent studies across multiple countries and age groups. Posture absolutely affects the brain. Just not through a dramatic 2-minute hormone transformation, through the nervous system, through breathing, through the signals the body sends upward every second, interpreted by a brain that is always listening. Posture is not the only signal the brain reads from the body. The face sends signals too, continuously. This is called the facial feedback hypothesis. The brain does not just produce expressions in response to emotions. It also reads expressions and updates its emotional state based on what the face is doing. When someone smiles, even without feeling like smiling, the muscle movement sends signals through the facial nerves that activate circuits in the brain associated with positive emotion. Measurably, consistently, the opposite is also true. Holding a tense jaw, furrowed brow, or downturned mouth reinforces circuits associated with stress and negative emotion. The brain reads the face as data, and it responds to that data as if it were real. Which means cheerfulness, even practiced, even consciously chosen, has a measurable effect on the brain's actual emotional state, not because of positive thinking. Because of the signals the face is sending through the nervous system to a brain that is always reading. So put this together. The brain is not sealed off inside the skull, running independently of everything happening in the body below it. It is in constant conversation with the body, reading posture, reading breathing, reading facial expression, reading muscle tension, and continuously updating its emotional and cognitive state based on what it receives. This means the conditions for learning, focus, and confidence are not purely mental. They are physical. How a student sits during a lesson changes what their brain does with the lesson. How someone holds their body before a difficult conversation changes what their brain has access to during it. None of this requires power posing. It requires awareness. The awareness that what is done with the body right now is being read by the brain right now. And that small, sustained physical choices, sitting upright, breathing fully, holding the face in a state of openness rather than tension, are not trivial. They are neurological inputs, and the brain responds to them whether they are noticed or not. The brain and the body have been treated as separate for most of human history, the mind as something abstract and elevated, the body as something physical and mechanical. The science says otherwise. The body is not a vessel carrying the brain from place to place. The body is an active part of the brain's information system, a constant stream of data, a signal the brain never stops reading. Posture is not just about appearance. Posture is communication between body and brain happening beneath awareness every second of the day. And that communication can be directed, not through willpower, through the simple, physical, available to everyone choice of how the body is held right now. The brain is always listening to the body. The question is, what is the body saying? Thank you for watching until the end. Most people do not. Subscribe if you want more honest science about the most powerful thing you will ever own, your brain.